up team? Welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know, my name is Andie. Before I start, remember to like and subscribe. Hey guys, so just quickly, I know it's been a while and I've missed you guys so much, but a lot of my assignments are now over, so I'm so excited to start creating content for you in every single direction. But it also was my birthday, so I want to show you guys a little montage of that because it was such an incredible week and oh my goodness, I'm surrounded by amazing people. But in today's video, we're going to focus a little bit more into what you can do before starting your physiotherapy or university course. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what you should think about when applying to physiotherapy, what you do when you actually get in, and what you should be doing before you start. And if you do have any questions, obviously leave anything down below. I try my best to answer them, and honestly sometimes I feel like I might be a bit, but I want to give you guys the best opportunity to put your best foot forward. So leave a comment down below or message me on Instagram. Anything, I'm open to anything, and let's get on with it. Guys, it's a beautiful day out, so let's go have a chat outside. We'll go for a bit of a walk and then we'll have a bit of a chat. Look who's decided to join us today. If you haven't gone for a walk already, go for a walk. Alright guys, so one of the biggest tips that I give, this is before applying but also before you start, is familiarize yourself with the area in which you're applying. So you can look at like your complete university guide to look at the ratings and the rankings of each university, but at the end of the day, like, you want to go to a university which you feel comfortable. So oh, Mish. You know, as much as you might want to go to the #1 rank, you could do your research on the area and not like it. And honestly, I'd say do not force it, because each university will follow the same module. Like, it has to be hitting the same units, it has to be hitting the same placement hours. So just make sure you're going to a place which you would actually like. So if you're a city person, if you're a country person, just try and figure out which one you'd prefer. Once you do have the university that you end up going to, and I know you guys will go into it, is do your research on the actual area as well. You know, look at gyms, look at supermarkets, familiarize yourself with that university itself. Oh yeah. Because not only will that help you out once you start because you know what's around you, but it'll also kind of get you excited to start, to get going, to see, you know, what's there. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I preferred Manchester, was because, you know, it's such a diverse population, and you know me, I've kind of lived all over, so I'm kind of the definition of international. So that was a huge attraction. I loved all of the opportunities in Manchester. I just thought there was so much going on all the time. But yeah, just make sure you're looking at the location, looking at what your preferences are before applying, as well as when you're heading to university. Mish, you want to say hi? She's kind of camera shy. Oh, Beja, look at her, good girl. Good girl, beso. Alright guys, so I think for people who are coming into the degree or thinking about coming into the degree, the best thing that you can do is to kind of educate yourself on what the profession is, because especially with physiotherapy, there's a lot of stigmas and misconceptions surrounded by what physiotherapy actually is. And so I think the best thing that you can do is, before coming in, even if you've already got in, maybe to help get you motivated and excited for what you're kind of getting into in school anyway, when you're applying, or if you're thinking about applying, look to see if there's any opportunities to attend career days, or if there's any events in which people are discussing different professions and what their profession entails. So for instance, today I have a call with my school that I graduated from in Abu Dhabi, and they basically sent an email out asking if anyone wanted to take part in their career day. So I'm actually going to be a special guest, and I'm going to talk a little bit about physiotherapy to those students. If you're still in school, look if there's career days, look if there's any events that you can attend to help you with your understanding. If you're already in, if you're in first year, second year, third year, doesn't matter. These live events, especially now with coronavirus, they're so accessible because everyone's doing them virtual at the moment. So you can literally just watch from the comfort of your own home. Look up CPD events because they are happening every day a variety of different, opportunities to build your skills or knowledge in those different areas. So CPD stands for Continuing Professional Development. So before even starting, and even in first year, CPD is something that you could be thinking about, but to be honest, isn't really playing that large of a role, because once you graduate, you create a folder with like all of the events, all of the experience and things that you're able to attend that makes you individual, that makes you you and makes you stand out from others, right? And you can include stuff from first year and before first year and so on and so forth, but personally I think they probably look more into what have you done more closer to your graduation time. Sometimes your physiotherapy society might be organizing these events as well, so having talkers come in. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Let me know if you want kind of any links down below or any specific way in which you can sign up for CPD events. All right guys, so kind of a step forward of once you've kind of decided which university you're going into and you've been accepted, you know where you're going, then this is where you need to really start thinking about accommodation. And this is one of the errors that I kind of made when I came to university, because the way that it kind of worked for me is that by the time I got my full acceptance, it was already quite late when it came to reserving accommodation. So I was kind of left with not the best accommodation first year. So today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the organization called AmberStudent. So I personally wish that I did a little bit more research into accommodation prior, making sure that I could reserve one that I liked best and that would fit me best. So AmberStudent is quite a well-known student accommodation that has sites across the world: UK, US, Australia, Ireland, and way more. One of the best things that I liked about AmberStudent is how transparent and how easy it was to book. So they have properties that range from a low budget to a high budget property, and it's done in 3 simple steps. So the first is to search. So literally just browsing their website, looking at the range of properties that they offer and kind of choosing the ones that you think would work best for you. Obviously these can range from a 1-person, 2-person, ensuite, studio, multiple, sharing. There's so many different options, so it's literally just taking the time to kind of browse through their website. So the second step is to finalize. So once you've kind of chosen your favorite property or whatever, they offer a free personalized round-the-clock assistance for you to book it in an easy manner, which is so good, because I feel like when I was booking and trying to find different property, I was kind of completely on my own, trying to read reviews, but I had really no idea what was going on. So it's really good that they provide that assistance, because it'll just make sure that you do find what works best for you. And what I love through this is that they have high consideration for internationals specifically. So they offer free cancellations, they're totally aware of the implications of COVID as well as visa complications as well, and they provide you with exclusive freebies and offers, which is within the student benefit program. And then the final step is to book. So their executives will go through, the lease agreements, all the paperwork with you step by step, all the way through, which is really good. But I will be including links down in the description below of different properties and ways of booking your place. So my recommendation is to try and get on that as soon as possible, because boy, do these accommodation sites book up really fast. So make sure that you're kind of thinking about it ahead of time. Try and get on it and give some of those properties a look. And another thing I recommend before starting a more physiotherapy based course, and this is obviously depending on if you have the time and if you want to. I know I've been getting messages of people wanting to kind of get ahead of the curve, which is great, because first year, it's pretty anatomy based and can be pretty overwhelming, because you're just learning so many new terms and so many new concepts. So if you are capable of doing it, definitely start having a look at the anatomy. So when it comes to anatomy, there's a certain structure which I've been telling people, which is really helpful, and once you do start the degree, it'll be really easy to read and use throughout your course. So first is to look at your muscles and your bones, right? I'd say don't worry about completely memorizing them, because you are going to go through them in university. It's kind of familiarizing yourself with the terms, being aware of, where they are located on the body. And honestly, the acronym in which I use is, don't know how to say it, OIAN. Let's go with OIAN. So it's OIAN, origin, insertion, action, nerve. So if you're taking a muscle, you're looking at where does it originate and where does it insert. You're looking at what action does that muscle allow and what nerves innervate that muscle. So that's kind of a really good basis for you to go into the degree with. And then right before starting specifically for you physios is to sign up to the CSP. So the CSP is a Chartered Society of Physiotherapy, and it's kind of the main organization apart from the HCPC, which is specific to physiotherapy, and it's a great community, and they have multiple benefits for students, whether that be learning resources, whether that be funding offers, and so on. But also when you sign up, you actually get like a little anatomy book, which is super good. It's 100% worth it, and you're able to get so many connections out of it as well. A little less specific to physiotherapy is just before you start looking to the events which are being held by your university, you know, anything related to Freshers Week, anything that's happening in town, because that first week you meet so many people and you might just meet your best friend, your lover, your partner for life. So just try and go out there. I know for me, I was a little bit more reluctant because I was like, no, I'm a good student. I don't need to party. I don't need to do all this stuff, but I'm gonna sneeze. But at the end of the day, university is where you learn so much, you meet so many people, you build so much as a person. So just look into what's going on. It's so exciting. I'm so jealous of people who are just starting university. And off the basis of that, the final thing is literally just to be yourself. Don't feel like you need to be any other person except for who you are, because you don't need to fit in. You know, like those people who you'll be friends with will naturally just gravitate towards you. Don't try and force yourself into a group. Join a society. Even if you don't want to, join a society, meet those new people, join a gym. That's a great first step forward if you just join a gym. And through all of this, you'll just continue to build on the passions that you came into university with, or you'll even just find new passions. And finally, don't pressure yourself to be a perfect student or a perfect person, because through this, it's all about finding that balance. And it might take some time, and that's completely normal, but it's a matter of finding a balance between your working, your happiness, your socializing, and it will shift as you get older as well because your priorities will change. But just don't be afraid to explore and get outside of your comfort zone.
Yo, what's up, you two? We're just gonna play some paintball. We're just gonna ta-ta-ta-ta, you know? 9 o'clock in the morning, perfect time for this. Let's go! Paintballing, guys, paintballing! It's battle time!
I don't know if it was in shot though.
I thought I would record this clip because you're not home, and I just wanted to say this is an amazing day. You are amazing. I hope you're having a fun time, and I hope you enjoy the coming 2 days.
Hi. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so... Oh my god. Alright guys, so that's everything for me today. Hopefully those are some tips that will reassure you or motivate you or even just give you an idea of where to go from this point forwards. So remember, you are capable of way more than you realize. Remember to like and subscribe, send me a message or leave a comment down below of things you want to see or any questions that you have. And yeah, that's it for this week, and I'll see you later. Bye.